What's up, guys? Welcome back to Planet Coaster 2. We are on Chapter 3, and this is Double Trouble, our third park in career mode on Chapter 3. So Coaster Coast has been hired by a mysterious figure to work on a park split in half. Strangely though, they only want you to freely build on one half, and they'll give you strict demands on the other. Manage that fussy client and make his dual park a double success. So this one sounds interesting. I don't know how this one's going to play out, of course. I've not done it before. So let's go straight into this.
Hello there! You'll see that today isn't like our usual jaunts. It's a picturesque spot, but we've only been granted full access to half of the park. Apparently, the owner will give us strict orders for when we work on the other half.
That's odd. Do we know who the owner is?
I haven't the foggiest. This was all arranged with pseudonyms and fake mustaches. Well, maybe not the fake mustaches. The owner said they'd meet us here to tell us exactly what the...
Hello, Oswald. I see your timekeeping has improved.
Kenta, this is your park?
Indeed. This time I am your client. And I intend to expose your true colors, Oswald. I'll leave you to settle in.
I always thought my true color was the pleasant rosiness of my cheeks. And I'm not one to hide that.
I don't think he means... Never mind. Maybe we should just go.
Definitely not. Kenta went to all that trouble to trick us into coming. It would be rude to just leave. Besides, we're not ones to shy away from a challenge. We'll prove him wrong.
Yes, I suppose. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us, though.
Okay, guys. So, I did say in the introduction I've not had a go at this. I've had a quick go at this. And it's not an easy part to get started. So, I'm going to show you what room we've got to work with to begin with. Not a great deal. We've got this side, which is really oddly shaped with this sort of like teardrop. And then we've got Kenta's side, which is just like a round area with a big stupid water feature in the middle, which you can't do anything with. So we've got 30,000 to start with, and our first job is to build a pool with a minimum of 450 prestige, and it needs to be built in Kenta's side of the park. But also, guys, if you look at the objectives, we need to build 2 new flumes, and both of them need to be over 5 excitement. So, saying that, this is what I've done. I have built a new pool, and I have built it purposely for this park. Now, I will upload it to the to the Frontier Workshop again. Now, it's a very simple looking pool, and it's going to take a little bit of work, of course, to make it look good and stuff like that. But this is what I've come up with. Now, what I'm going to first do is just level off the terrain, because I don't want to have to mess with the terrain after. I don't want to have to mess with paths not working properly and stuff like that. So let's get this terrain just leveled off to the path area. And there's a few other things we're going to do in regards to terrain, and also with our power and our electric and our water supply and stuff like that. So that's all to come. But first off, let's just get that level. Boom, 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 boom. So we haven't really got to mess around too much. So let's get that pool in. And for some reason it comes under facilities, and I don't know why. But we're going to try and tuck it in as close to the edge there as possible, so we're not using up too much room. You see it just goes red, so let's get that about there. I'm kind of happy with that. Now that instantly gives us the 450, even though there's no decorations around the pool, there's no lifeguards or anything like that. And these 2 flumes should also meet the 5 excitement, but of course we do need to work on the path area and stuff like that. So We're going to start by deleting that path. I mean, the choice is yours, of course. But I'm going to do that. And then... Oof, I don't like that colour. Let's go with the rustic. Let's just paint that so it's rustic. Okay, I'm fine. Right, and just that as well. Just let's... Oh, I can't do anything with that at the minute. Right, so then I'm going to kind of expand this so that it opens up nicely to kind of meet it. Now this is why I leveled off the terrain, so that I'm not having to mess with different heights and stuff like that, because it really frustrates me having to mess with the different heights of the paths. I'm trying to make it so it looks like, you know, it funnels out into the nice sort of pool area. Again, this is something you can do, you know, in your own time as well, but I'm just kind of showing you what I want and what I'm doing. Come on, don't be a knob, thank you. And of course, I think I'm going to have to kind of open up the path area around the edge anyway, just so that people can walk. And let's just round it off a little bit, whatever we need to do. Intersecting terrain. There we go, look at that, that's a bit better, that's a bit better. And of course we are going to need to extend the path to meet these two flumes, but at the minute that's not what I'm doing. I'm just creating it so it looks a bit better. That's all I'm doing at the minute. I'm just making it aesthetically pleasing for myself. And like I said, we're going to probably have to extend the pathway all the way kind of up here anyway, so that it gives people the opportunity to walk. Let's just see how that plays out for a moment. Now, this is not too bad because you can fill most of this in instantly. I mean, that's not going to matter because there's not going to really be a path underneath there. That's just, again, it's not going to let me do that. It's probably not going to let me do it. Oh, it will do. This gives you opportunity then to start placing sunbeds and stuff like that. You know, just to, again, increase the prestige. And you know what, in real life, if you're around a pool, you know, the area around a pool is massive anyway, isn't it? Let's face it. Come on, don't do this to me. Oh, okay, that's about right. That's about as far as it's going to go. Why is it doing that to me? I don't like that. I don't like what you've done there, game. Huh. What is it doing? Can always do that as well. Just we're getting there. And again, it's just to make it more pleasing for me more than anyone, but this also kind of shows you how to do it a little bit too, because let's face it, it's not the easiest thing to do in this game at all. Paths at the minute, they just seem to, there we go, look at that. Right, so that gives us our nice big pool area, possibly a little bit too big, but it gives us plenty of room to put decorations, sun loungers and stuff like that out. We've already got our information desk, our dryer and changing rooms, and it also gives us room to put more changing rooms and stuff as the park grows. What is going on here with this path? That's not good. Okay, let's put a little kink in my pool. Right, so the next thing I'm going to focus on here is power and water, cleanliness and stuff like that. And guys, the way I'm going to do this is I'm actually going to go underground, just like I did in one of the other previous parks. Now, I've done this before in a few different parks, not just in this game, but in other games as well, and it really does work well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to push the ground around here. Now bear with me, it doesn't look great, I understand that, but it's going to work, guys. So we're going to push the ground right down there, and then we're going to put a path. We're going to put our staff path. So we don't need it any bigger than like 4. It just needs to be a nice casual staff path. Let's have it straight though. I want it straight. You can curve it if you feel you wish to, and just let the game naturally find a path that goes down. There we go. Right, and when we're down, we can then go to our terrain. We're going to level to foundation. When you're happy, level it off there. Now you want to make quite a, a big area. You're going to want your staff facilities. You want a water, pumps, electric, and stuff like that. And you can go all the way up to literally to the pool, and then potentially just go around here for a bit. Now, yes, it's going to cost you money. It is, but what we're going to do here is we're going to add power to the whole area without having to then come back and do it later. I don't know if we're going to have to build another pool. I'm hoping we're not going to have to build another pool on this side of the park. So just bear with me. Yes, it looks ugly, but this should work, guys. We should have no problem. So yeah, it looks ugly. Right, let's go back to our path. I'm going to put it staff path. It doesn't really matter because they're not going to be able to, no one's going to be able to access down here now once it's staff pathed anyway. And just kind of casually do what you need to do underground. So let's put our staff facilities underground here. So I'm going to put a nice large staff building. And then I'm going to put a workshop. And then I'm going to also put some power and water supplies. So power, we're going to want a few generators. So because we do need to supply this side of the park. So I'm going to go with 3. They're not that expensive, And then we need to look at the size. So 1 there should cover all that. that should effectively cover that most of the park there, and then that should cover most of the rest of the park there. So then just make sure that you are wiring them up. And that should, in theory, give us enough power basically for the whole side of this park without issue. We also need power, and we need a water filter and a water pump. So let's get our water pump here. There. And our water filter there, and they should again cover the pool. Nice. Right, so that now is our underground area for there. Let's then go back to terrain. Let's get our size so we're not messing about, and then look at that. You're just covering all that up, putting the land back to the way it was. You've got power supply all the way under the ground, and you've also got your staff rooms and stuff like that. So boom, absolutely amazing, nice and easy. So in theory, guys, we can now open our park. So let's press play. Let's get our slides tested. So test that one now that we're playing. And test. Test. And test. So what's the excitement on this should be, that's 5.85. 4.89. For some reason, it's not done it on that one. Right, so let's get this one open. And maybe let's think about getting rid of this one. Now, it's not a massive issue because, you know, we can just choose another, let's just fix that. There we go. Let's fix that. Oh, what is going on here? Pools, create custom. Let's just fix this. That's not gonna look great, but hey, we can fix this. We can fix this. There we go. Path, let's just oh, nothing ever happened. There you go, nothing ever happened. Yeah, okay, the pool looks a bit dodgy, but right, so let's put another flume in. And again, this one needs to be 5. So let's go with a huge flume. I'll fix that path in a moment. I know it looks odd. There we go. Let's get that on test. Let's just fix this path. There we go, like nothing ever happened. And the test shows there at 5.73. There we go. So that is our next objective complete. Let's get the pool finished now with some lifeguards and stuff like that. So actually the lifeguard almost covers the pool in one go. That's good. Let's get some steps. Maybe a diving board. So guys, I'm going to just spend a couple of minutes now decorating this pool area, getting it looking good. Okay, so I've done a little bit of work around the pool. It looks a little bit better. I've put a second changing room in because there's a lot of people, and of course I've opened up the information desk. Now the rating is pretty low, so I don't know whether or not we're actually allowed to build anything else on this side of the park, but do you know what? I'm going to build something on this side of the park. So let's do a flat ride. Let's see if we can't just boost up our income and our rating. So let's go with, let's not go with like huge rides. I reckon if we build something like that, and let's go with I think we need to make a fairly decently length line here. So again, a snaky sort of line is always good because you can get multiple people lining up in less less space. And then our exit path, very simple like that. And let's get that opened. Now, you know, you could actually, potentially, if you really wanted to, get your path to kind of, I don't know if that, if you do that, does it affect, it doesn't affect it. So, you know, if you kind of want to open the path up a little bit to make it look a bit better, you can. What? I think that's ruined it. Yeah, okay, so we'll take that away. We'll take that away. There we go. So now we've got synchronize open. Is it open though? Is it open? It is open. That's not actually increased the part rating by anything. Let's just, oh, no, not what I wanted to do. It was, let's speed it up and see if people are going to start using it. There's a member of staff there. The path works. So, people aren't using it. Wow. Okay. Wonder if it's set too high price. Let's go with like that and see if people start using it. I mean, there's nothing I can do at the minute. I need to really increase the rides and stuff like that. So, why people aren't using it, I don't know. Let's try closing it and reopening it. Okay, so something tells me that potentially we can't do that. I don't know. I don't know why people aren't going to use the ride. So the easiest thing is get rid of it. Let's get rid of it. And do we need to build on our side of the park? Is that what the game's saying, maybe? Tell you what we could do. Wow, look at the queue there. We could put a row of shops in over here. I really don't know what to do and why it's not working. I'm definitely thinking of doing the same thing over here with power and staff rooms. I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. Why that didn't work. Okay, so I've not actually done a lot here, guys. What I've done is I have put a little area here for seating. I've put a couple of shops. And then I've just kind of lined the edge of the map with this. Just make it look a bit prettier. Loads of bins in and stuff like that. I put a set of toilets in too. So we're currently up to 1.23 and I've not put any extra rides in, which is crazy. Because all I've done is I've listened to what the park rating is saying and stuff like that. The park reputation's gone up to 1.6 now. Guests, they were saying that they were hungry, tired and stuff like that. So that's why I've put, you know, a row of shops in and stuff like that. I think I'm going to put a couple of gifts. I want to put at least a gift shop in. And I'm thinking the Splash Emporium will be the one to go with, mainly because, you know, people are here at the moment for water park and stuff like that. So that will give people the opportunity to buy stuff for that. Now on this side of the park, I have done the same thing with, I've put a staff room. Oh, you could see it then. I've put a staff room and I've put power facilities under the ground there. And I'm thinking now it's time to actually see if a flat ride will work. So I kind of want to put it literally on the edge there. The spot is obstructed. I have leveled off the terrain. Why is it obstructed? I don't know. So I think, yeah, we need to have a go at doing a ride and see if that will generate any extra income and stuff like that. I'll put the exit path there. So what am I thinking here of doing with the lines? I do want to do rustic path. I think I might have to just delete that path there, and then repath, and we're going to have it about just so that we can focus now on actually doing whatever we're going to do on this side. But I do need to make sure that path is linked like so. Happier. So the part rating's absolutely dropped there, but that will because I took everything away there. Right, let's get our path to ride. Oh wow, have I made all that staff path? I think I've made all that staff path. Hold on, I think I just made a huge mistake doing that. I made it staff path. Why on earth I did that, I don't know. I don't know why I did that. That was a genuine mistake there. Okay, that instantly fixes that issue that I created there by accident. Okay, so we've now got that, and we're going to put, I'm thinking I can change the exit path to that as and when I feel that I need to. But let's see if getting that open now will just help increase the park rating. I get the feeling though that people aren't going to use it, and I don't know why. Oh, here we go. We're up to 1.41 now, so maybe, and if I increase the prestige of this, so let's get some scenery on the go. I'm going to line that path there. Down to the staff area a little bit. So people are going to use it. Nice. And I'm just going to create a little bit more wider bush here, just at the start of the path. And let's see what sort of, I want to go like resort parky sort of style this time. So I don't want aquatic, I don't want mythology, and I don't want Viking. I'm actually going to go with stuff like this, I think, this time. I think that looks alright. Can we actually get rid of this? I think we can, it just has to be done individually, or you can try and group it like I did, but you of course don't have to get rid of it if you don't want to. I am making this one pretty much Planet Coaster themed, so right, what else do I need to do to get this? Oh, I've put the price up to $2 as well. Unique attractions, 4 is needed. Reputation's pretty good. All this litter around. Well, I've hired a few cleaners, so let's hire a few more cleaners. See if that makes a difference to litter. There is plenty of bins. So there shouldn't be a lot of litter around. Do you know what? I think I'm going to go with my old faithful flat ride as well. A bit of resurgence. Because I think that is a cracking sort of place there for it. Look at that. Right on the edge. And we can focus on doing a really good path for it. Kind of follows the cliff edge a little bit. Make use of very little space, but maximising queuing. Do you know what? We're going to just fill that in. Oh, I didn't. That's why. Oh my god. This is why I levelled off the terrain game. So I know I'll level off the terrain so that it all works nicely. And no, you decide that that's not right. It doesn't give us a lot of room, admittedly, for decorations. How has that got no power? Right. Right, so that gives that one power now. That allows us to open it. We can then just do a little bit.
Kenton certainly is demanding. Doesn't he have his own theme park company? Why didn't he just use them? I don't know.
Okay, so I accidentally clicked that then because I was going to create custom. I was trying to get a couple of bushes and stuff. But that's, you know, that's... I just want to kind of decorate it a little bit down the edge here. Again, pretty much from me. That's something I'll work on properly in a moment. But he's now wanting us to build a new coaster. So he wants us to build a new coaster with at least 3 inversions and at least 4.5 excitement. And I already think I have the perfect coaster for this. Okay, so me thinking that one of my other coasters would work hasn't. So I have gone and designed yet another coaster that will work for this park. And what have I called it? Where is it? I'm just trying to find it now. Right, hold on, let's filter by my creations. So I've called it the Double Trouble Pretzel, which should, in theory, work for this park. Now, it is, again, one of these drop coasters, but guys, I've tried to keep it like compact, because that's the problem. You can't build outside of the dotted line, you can't build over the water at all, so you've really got to try and keep it within the working range. So I have designed this one. It looks a bit like this. I'm going to pop it just there. And like I said, it's called the Double Trouble Pretzel. So let's get this pathway built. Do you know what? We're going to do some stairs down to the left there. Oh, for some reason the pattern's changed, but right now I'm not bothered. I'm more bothered about actually getting this coaster open. Intersecting terrain Y. Alright, okay, so we'll have to do a little bit more like that. Again, using the, you know, the spiraling pathway, maximising the amount of people we can get on. I'm actually going to do a little different like that, and then run that from there this time. I think it doesn't really matter. So we need to get this tested. Now I suppose at the end of the day what you could do is open this, get the objective done and then delete it, or you can leave it in your park for now, make some real money, and then do as you please. So we're just going to watch this. It's a bit of a ride. What I've noticed about this game compared to the original Planet Coaster, sorry, is that you have to design a lot more coasters to fit. So there's our one inversion. second inversion, third inversion, so that should be the 3 inversions, and a fourth just to throw it in, and then a little trickle down to finish there. Hopefully then that is enough to get this part of the park open and move on with our next objective. So let's set it to open. Okay, so now we need a park rating of 2, and I don't think we'll be too far off that pretty much instantaneously. Now the good thing about this, I suppose, is that we can use this path here to go around the back of the park. So I am going to do a little bit of cosmetics on this ride, just to hopefully help it get a little bit more attraction. I'm thinking of putting a few more shops here. Kind of just line it a little bit. Instead of using fences, we're using bushes. You know, like in the last one, we were using a lot of fences to make it look Viking-y and stuff like that. I'm trying to make it a little bit more friendlier. Going to use it just along the shoreline like this. And then kind of just finish around here, because if we make it a higher prestige, more people will use it. In fact, it's actually gone really popular straight away, which is nice. I don't know what the price is. I mean, $12 is quite expensive, to be fair, so you know, it's quite nice. I think that looks a little bit better already. Let's have a look at what prestige it's got. So scenery rating is 53%. It's got 878 prestige. So let's just add a little bit more scenery. Just do some of the Planet Coaster stuff. Wonder if we can do... Oh, see, that's quite a big one. It's quite a big station, that. And we could do it to a degree, but it will go right through the path there. So probably not going to go with that. But you know what, we can do something like that. Right in that bit of corner there. Put a bit of a nature scene. There like that. And I tell you what, let's put a few more shops in then, just here. So let's have a latte love. In fact, I want to just increase the path slightly. Like that, and then I also I need to fix. I need to fix it so that the path is all the same, really. And then that then can give us a few. So let's go with, like I said, a latte love. I've got a chief beef. pizza pen. Let's put a pizza pen. And have we got room for one more? Let's try a slush shower right at the end here. It does fit. Beautiful. So let's get these open. And look at that. We're almost at the 2 rating. And we've not really done a lot. So let's make sure we get a few bins. Just do it on this wider area here. One there. One there. And one there. How about you just move? Let's think about a couple of benches. So, bench. I know I've gone with the aquatic theme benches for some reason, but it doesn't really matter. Let's just do a bench there. A couple of benches in the bushes, so that people can sit down in the bush if they want to. Oh, we're almost at the 2 rating. We're almost there. Really happy with this coaster now, actually, that I've put it in. So I don't think I'm going to get rid of that at any point. I just want to do a little bit more, like, just, you know, just finish off little areas like this. Little area here. It just, do you know what? It just tidies it up and borders it a little bit. We're almost to that 2 rating. Just hides a little bit of the track supports. There we go. The jet, that looks really good. I think anyway, it looks really good. I'm happy with that. So let's just see what we need to just get this 1 point. Because I'm not putting another coaster or anything in until we are absolutely desperate. So attraction prestige, could we do with a little bit of that? A little bit more on the scenery, a little bit of scenery, and I think actually, guys, we could have it literally within seconds. So let's have a look at what else we could put in. How about we just kind of do that? Don't know where that's going at the minute, but there we go.
I see you've met my demands so far, but I'm sure you'll give up and leave soon enough. Oswald always leaves when the going gets tough.
Oh, we're not going anywhere. I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, but if there's one thing I've learned with my years, is that the client is always right.
Aha! You admit that I'm right about you being a reckless menace to the world of theme parks.
Perhaps I should have said that the client's requests are always right.
Backtracking as usual. Very well. I'm sure my next demands will be your downfall.
Okay, so that's give us our silver. Now, we need to build yet another coaster in his side of the park with at least 4.5 feet and a drop of at least 40 meters. So this is really kind of pushing me a little bit. Let's see if I've got anything that I have made. Because this one doesn't need the inversions. This one needs... this one just needs the drop. I wonder if that would work. I wonder if I could just put that in, get it tested, set it to open. Because I don't think it's got a 40-meter drop though. I wonder if that would have enough drop. Because that's quite nearly 40. It's got to be 40 meters, that. But again, look at the price. Dancing Dragon, that wouldn't have it. I mean, Don't Look Down probably would have it. But I don't know what the fear is on Don't Look Down. It's not enough. It got enough fear on it. I think I'd probably have to go and yet again make another coaster. But I'm thinking that it's not got enough fear. And that hasn't got a big enough drop, I wouldn't think. I mean, it's a good coaster. It's very expensive, but I don't know if that drop in the middle is 40 meters. I wonder, is there a way to have a look at the information for it? Place. Right, okay, so that's probably something else I'm going to have to go and design as well. This is very frustrating. I mean, I made this one as well, but it's not got enough fear. Let's have a look at what blueprints would have. So it's got to have at least 4.5 fear. So that's got. Oh, that's mine. That's mine. 2.99. Not enough fear. 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 Flight of the Condor. Not enough fear. So in the in-game ones just don't seem to have that fear rating. That one does. Does it have a big enough drop though? And more to the point, it's probably too big to put into the park. That one's got enough fear. Like I said, the Wildest Mouse has got enough fear, but not a big enough drop, I wouldn't imagine. So I think, I'm going to have to go and design one, guys. And it's really frustrating that I have to keep designing these coasters to fit. Because, again, they're either too big to fit, or they just don't have the stats to fit. Which does make it much more difficult, and the fact that you've got to fit it all in here really is frustrating. Okay, so guys, I have been working on a few different coasters, and my god, I have worked on some coasters, let me tell you. I managed to build like this one, which is actually absolutely fantastic, but guess what, it's too big and you can't build outside the zones. I also did another one, but I can't remember what it was called. But I have come up with this one, and yet again, it's another one of these Murphy bloody looping coasters. And the main reason being is you can get a vertical drop and it'd be like it fits. So, you know, it's really compact. So what I need to do is just literally, I'm going to place this one because it is super high fear. It's super excitement, but it's also super nausea. So I get the feeling a lot of people won't ride this coaster. This will be more of a let's place it down, open it up, get the objective complete, and then delete the coaster. Now, I might open it and it'd be really popular. But what I have come to learn with this game is that stuff like this just doesn't work. It's just too much for them to go with. So I've just got to wait until the 18,000 kicks in. Once we've got that, we can make that decision. Okay, so day one is now complete. I've got 27,000. I'm going to place this coaster, and I'm going to put it straight on for testing, and then you guys can make that decision whether or not you want to use this coaster. But I do want to show you. I'll show you how it looks. But it is high fear. Let's keep it on the test. So it takes a moment to climb. Many guests are trapped in the park. Why does it always say many guests trapped in the park? There's never any guests trapped in the park. So as you can see, it's quite a high coaster, but we needed that 40-meter drop. That was one of the big things. So here it goes, all the way up to the top. It's quite a climb, that. Could you imagine that in real life? That is a climb. And that is one hell of a drop. Couple of loopy, like, returns. Cheeky, cheeky loop the loop, and then just to finish comes back down on itself here. So you can, like I said, you can make the decision to keep this one. Excitement is 7.63, fear is 7.26, and nausea is 4.89. So I mean, this is going to take up a lot of your room as well. That's the annoying thing. It takes up a lot of everything, to be fair. So let's for now just get, because I honestly don't think people are going to use this coaster. So I'm going to literally just do that. Get it set to open. And then that gives us our target for that coaster. Now, if people actually do start using it, I will build the exit path. But I get the feeling they're not going to. I'll tell you what I do need to do. I need to duplicate that and put a toilet over on this side of the park, because that's something I've not done yet. Why is it just behave yourself, game? Right, so the next job it wants us to do is build yet another park, another pool on this side of the island again, which is annoying. See, I don't think anyone's going to use it. Oh, I don't know. Look, people are going. But I just think it's... Okay, well, maybe I'm wrong. It's a hell of a ride. I'm not going to lie. It's a hell of a ride, but... I don't know. I think for now, I do want to actually delete the coaster and focus on the next stuff, because I get the feeling there's going to be another coaster coming up in the very near future that will require me to do that again. So for now, I'm going to demolish all this, and I'm going to focus on the next pool. Now this next pool, again, they want high prestige. Wonder what the prestige on that is. If I was to put that in, I mean, I highly doubt it's going to be as high as mine, mainly because of the fact that I've got a huge pool. So I wonder if I was to actually just put my pool in again. I mean, I can take away. I don't know. I might just make another pool. And just do it here again. Like, what if I draw a pool? One that kind of just fits with the way of the cannot build it. Oh, bugger off. Oh wow. This really does my head in when it does this sort of thing. Okay, so let's have a look at why can't I rotate the... Oh my god, just let me do what I want to do, game. Is it too much to ask? Right, let's go. Ah, why is it obstructed? What is it obstructed by? Go away. Everything's flat, so it shouldn't be a problem. Wow. Can't build here. Obstructed. Can't build here. Oh. Oh. Right. Do you know what? That actually worked. That actually worked, and I didn't really want it to. How about we do something funky like that? How about we do like something like that? Get rid of that for a second. Get rid of them rails. That's what I'm trying to do there. So we've got quite a funky shaped pool. We could actually just then thinking trying to rotate it, but you just can't rotate it. I just don't understand it. Spot is obstructed. Oh my god. Right, so I now need to build 4 new flumes on Kenta's side of the park set to open, all of them have to have less than 3 nausea. So the flumes that are already in the park, I'm gonna go with. I think I'm not going too mad here. So honestly, quite happy with like one of them. Quite happy with one of them. I don't see the point in possibly, you know, going too mad with creating my own flumes. And the in-game ones are just about right as well. And then we'll do one more. It's quite a popular one as well, from the other one. So I'll tell you what, we'll go with that. And then we need to look at what we're going to do in regards to paths over and stuff like that. It seems that like they don't really want us to build much in regards to actual flat rides on this side. It could be that we actually get rid of this coaster at some point, because we are already running out of room here, as you can see, and that's mainly because they're just... Right, why are you trapped in the park? What is wrong with you guys? What is going on here? Why are they all trapped in the park? Do you know what? I'm going to see if I can sort that out by shutting the park. I don't know if they'll leave. Right, what is going on? Why is everyone just crowding there? I don't understand it. Okay, well that seems to have fixed it. Okay, so you know what? I don't need to close the park. I can reopen it now. Sort that out. Right, so I need to figure out how I'm going to extend what I want to do over to here. Okay, so I'm now in a position where I have done this. I've put a couple of changing rooms and stuff in. Made the path all the way down. I've tested and opened this slide, tested and opened this one, but once this has been achieved, that one's getting deleted. I'm going to open this slide now because it's been tested. So that's 3, and then open this slide. This ride isn't accessible, so let's just connect the path. So very quickly we'll just do that. And then for now we're going to also delete that one. So and we're going to delete this one too. Oh no, didn't want to do that. And we're going to demolish this one as well. So that now gives us our new pool. with at least one slide. We've got plenty of changing rooms. I need to put a toilet in, so I'm just going to duplicate this toilet over here again. I'm just going to put it here, I think, just to sit with that. And so our next objective is to build a new body flume ride, and it has to have a special flume piece. So what do we class as a body flume? Body slide, body flume. I'm just checking. Body wide, double inner matte flume. Right, so it's going to be this first one here. It's going to want us to do. So, guys, I'm just going to sort out like the water filtration and stuff like that, and then I'm going to design a flume with the required bits. So let's just put this in first. So we need a water filter. So we'll just hide that if we possibly can right at the back here, and a water pump, because I'd like to try and hide it if possible. In fact, we don't need another water pump because I've already got a water pump in. We just need to connect it up via there. Right, and then we just need to also put another water filter around here somewhere, potentially underground like that, and connect that up again, and there we go. Right, we're all done with the water filtration. It's good. We've got lifeguards. We've got no stuff around the pool at the minute, and that's something I want to focus on by myself. But I need to figure out where I'm going to put this next body flume, and right, let's have a. I want to, obviously. Oh my God! Will you just let me rotate things? Why are things not letting me rotate them right now? I'd like that square. In fact, do you know what? I don't even need to build it next to the pool. I can build it and then move it as I see fit. So let's have a look. Flume start. What special pieces? Wow. Okay, so yeah. So special pieces are huge. I'm not gonna lie. So that, yeah, we're gonna need to design that, and then pull it in, because that's a big old that's a big old piece. So that's gonna be a huge. That's gonna be a huge slide, I think, and I think we might have to start it somewhere around here. Just to kind of, because look at that. I mean, maybe not so high. Maybe I've gone a little bit OTT there with the height, but I didn't know what I was actually playing with. So we can adjust that height now. So let's go about yay high, I reckon. And put the start bit there. Special bit, again, we'll go. Oh, that fits about right. And then, do you know what? We just need to get it down to the pool. Enable to play. Oh my God, it really does my head in. Right, let's try again, and this time let's pull it. Oh dear. About there, possibly. Special piece. Not high enough now. It needs to be about the same sort of height as that one, I think. Special piece. And there, it's not going to allow us to do it. It's not going to allow us to build it there. Because we're too far over. Right. Painful. Do you know what? It doesn't actually have to. I think it literally just, it can be that one special piece, and I think we're good. I think, to be fair, we'd be absolutely bang on with that. So let's get that moved. I think the only way you can actually move it is by that. I think you have to kind of group it. And there you go, group it, and it allows you to rotate it and move it as you see fit. So if we can work out where it would go, where it's going to look right and it's going to work right. Yes, right, I think there. And then we need to put our entrance onto it. How do we put the entrance on here? Okay. For some reason, it's not letting me put an entrance on it. Look, no entrance. Right, so let's just, can I add an entrance here? I'll figure that out in a minute. It's really doing my head in that. Flames. Right, so we were about that high, weren't we? Ah, here we go. I don't know why he's not done that previously. So let's have a go now at moving this entire ride. Back to where we had it 2 seconds ago. This spot is obstructed. Why is it obstructed now? Oh my god. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go back. No! For God's sake, he's not going to let me do what I had done before. Do you know what? This really bugs me with this game. Just keep saying things are obstructed when they're clearly not. What are they obstructed by? Quite happy with it over here. But look, it's off the ground. So annoying. Right. Right, it is what it is, isn't it? So we can now test that and open that. There we go. So our next target, of course, is the profit, which is 100,000, and I think we're going to cane that pretty easily. Okay, so we are almost at the profit margin now. Unfortunately, guys, I had an issue where a lot of people were stuck here, so that behind this tube they couldn't walk, and they can't get out from behind this tube either. So I've had to extend my pathway that way, and then also extended the path up here too, to allow people to get to the exit. So I've literally just been doing a little bit of cosmetic work here and there, put plenty of bins in, and because a lot of people got stuck, I had an issue with a lot of litter, where clearly they've all got stuck here, with nowhere to go but dropping their litter on the floor. So that was an issue. I've put a few more shops in up here, as you can see, and this area is really bustling now. These cleaners will get through everything, but yeah, it's a really busy area now, making lots of money. And we've still got this area here. I don't know what the platinum objective is going to be, of course, and I'm trying just to put a few benches around now as well. I want to duplicate a couple of these Just give a couple of areas for people to sit and relax along the way. Just try to tidy it up and stuff as well. You know, just give it a little bit of decoration to the park. It is a very, very plain park when you don't do anything at all. Like I said, there is tons of litter. Look how much there is. But the cleaners are getting through it. It was littered over here completely. So it certainly has changed. But we're about to hit that 100k profit. So let's fast forward and get there.
I couldn't be happier about this park. A cracking job.
I must agree. Considering all the restrictions we've had here, this could easily have gone wrong. But I keep thinking about Kenta. He really doesn't like us.
Oh, he'll come around. All that anger doesn't disappear with the snap of your fingers. All we can do is keep showing him that we're not the people he thinks we are, and that I'm not the person I used to be.
That's very wise, Oswald. Who said that?
Me. I'm right here, Eugene. Are you okay?
Well, Kenta doesn't seem to be here right now, so let's keep moving.
Okay, so that gives us our gold objective done. Unfortunately, we haven't got a lot of people in the park, and our most, our best ride is the wild slide. That is the end of this video. This is the end of part 1. Part 2, obviously, we'll be going for the platinum objective. Now, I've not made this part look easy at all, I don't think. And to be fair, it's not been easy. I've had to design a lot of different coasters only for them to, not actually fit. I've had a lot of people stuck. I hope this helps you, get through the first part of this, and we will then work now towards the platinum in the next part. So the next part should be here on your left-hand side, and then the full playlist here is on the right-hand side. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next part. Take care. Bye-bye.